We've been thinking about this for 4 months now. We are in the business of protecting this town. Well, it's here now. It's time. If any of you have any doubt in your mind, I don't want you to walk through that door over there. You shouldn't have any doubt in your mind about what you're supposed to do tonight and about how you're supposed to do it. Well, it's here now. It's time.
With the time I got left, I'm gonna play my way.
If you're willing to accept the responsibility that you have to protect this team,
in this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
Donovin Darius with the stop.
Just give me an opportunity to live, and then just experience this moment, just this particular moment right here, and it just makes me appreciate just living every moment now even more. And I want to share that with as many people as possible, because I know I've been given a second chance, and I know that happened for a reason. And the only way to share that particular situation is to continue to try to lift other people up in the process. And in your life, you need some words of encouragement, some hope. You need that. I needed that. I got a call from Lance Armstrong. He texted me, and a lot of you don't realize this, but he was a huge, huge inspiration to me in my whole recovery period. I read both of his books after my surgery, both of them. Laying in the hospital, I was reading one of his second book, and his first book was extremely inspiring to me, and I think about what he had to go through and literally being on his deathbed, and I said to myself, if he can do it, man, I can do it. Like, we're human. Some people might not see me as human because of the things that I do out there on the court, but I'm human. I laugh, I cry, I feel pain, and I'm affected by some of the things you might write or say or what have you. I'm human, and what drives me is my faith, in knowing that I'm going to be all right. And so you know what? The key to you recovering is keeping this right. Keeping your mind right. Because if you keep this positive and strong, then your body's going to follow it. I never gave up here. And I think I credit a great deal of my recovery to that, because I never gave up here. Because so many people are quick to give up and say, why me, and just not realizing that there's so many other people out there that has it a whole lot worse than you do. Regardless of how bad you got it, and everybody got problems. Everybody has problems. And regardless of how bad you have it, somebody else out there has it worse. Think about that. Sit back and think about that, and that's what drives me.
But with Pedro in New York to pitch Game 2, the fans would be waiting to remind him of the problems he had had with the Yankees all season long.
I can't find a way to beat him at this point. I wish they would disappear and never come back. I wanted to bury myself in that mound. I mean, what can I say? Just tip my hat and call the Yankees my daddies. It actually made me feel really, really good. 15 years ago, I was sitting under a mango tree without 50 cents, and today I was the center of attention of the whole city of New York.
On the inside corner, he blew it right by the bat of Sheffield. Breaking ball, strike three, beautiful pitch.
Tonight he was Pedro. I mean, all the things about how, we manhandle him or beat him. I mean, tonight he didn't give an inch.
And Pedro Martinez has responded with a terrific effort.
No excuses.
No excuses. You got to do it. You just got to go out and do it. I mean, that's what it's about. It's a little more honor in that. So, no, I don't want to hear anything.
There's nothing to really talk about. We know what we have to go out and do. We just go out and do it.
If you don't make no excuses, you're just going to play.
You know, and if you make excuses, you're always going to be looking forward to something whenever something happens. So right now, we don't have no excuses. It's on everybody.
One thing I never wanted to be was one-dimensional. You know, everyone saw me as just a scorer, one-on-one player, but I knew I was better than that. I came from a great program at North Carolina to teach you how to do more than just one thing. You know, so I spent the rest of my career trying to evolve as a player, and when our team got to a point where we can contend, I had to assume a leadership role. I had to, other guys had to step forward, and then when we got to that point we were winning, all the bases and all the foundations been built. You know, now it's just about can you mentally get yourself back each time to challenge yourself more so than the opponent, but yourself to be that hungry each and every time you stepped on the court. That took some evolving over the course of my career. And when I got to that point, I had no doubts that I couldn't win anytime I stepped on the court, or that I couldn't inspire people to win no matter how many times I stepped on the court.
Yard Chuck rule, you had the head slap.
Yeah.
I mean, you used to hit people in the head. I mean, it gave guys headaches.
Well,
they took that away.
Yeah, you know.
The game has changed because of rules. What do you think about the new rules today?
It's just terrible because it limits his talents. It limits his talents. I know he looked at film from our era, and when you can play with that head and you can hit things that he can't touch. Okay, and he's a superstar, so he can't go out and take them breaks that a lot of other people take. So you're working hard.
But all of the pressure that I felt was pressure that I put on myself. It wasn't because I would be embarrassed if I didn't, or what the media was going to say, or the criticism of having failed 2 Olympics in a row. I wanted to win badly because I knew that I could.
The reason he lost to Frank Fredericks in Oslo was 2 sprinters' mistakes. A bad start, he stood up at the start and was slow out of the blocks, and he didn't lean at the tape. Frank Fredericks feels that if he can win the race to the first 100 meters, he can beat Michael Johnson.
My philosophy as far as my training and my success has been to take what I do really seriously. And I've gotten a reputation over the years for being a hard ass, for being mean, because I don't sign autographs and play around when I'm training. I don't let anybody into my training practices, because that's when I'm out there doing my job. And I look at it as a job. A lot of people don't look at what I do as a job, and they don't like to, because they think that, I'm out there having fun and I'm getting paid a lot of money to do it. So I should be happy all the time, and I should be fortunate that anybody's coming out there and wanting my autograph. And I don't look at it that way, because it is my job. I can't pay my bills. I'm out there playing around, and I get to the meeting, I'm not running fast, and I'm not making any money.
You were meant to be here tonight.